Tonya TKO is not a fraud, neither am I. Support my channel. Tonya TKO is not a fraud, neither am I. Support my channel. Thank you for tuning in to Laurel at the Black Political Buzz Network. On this vlog, I would like to talk about the importance of supporting channels, YouTube channels like that of Tonya TKO's and mine. Now, for those of you all who don't know who Tonya TKO is, she is a YouTube vlogger from New York City who's now living in California. She's from New York City. She's of Caribbean-American descent. Her family's from the West Indies, from Nevis in the West Indies. She's lived most of her life in New York City. She was a businesswoman. She had her own skincare line. It was called the Tonya TKO Skincare line, which was very, very successful. She made a lot of money off that skincare line. She ran it for like 5 years. Her skincare line was in operation for like 5 years. And many women, especially black women, they raved about her products. I did not find out about her skincare line until she had closed shop. Due to the IRS, treating her as they have done many black people under the Obama administration. I repeat, due to the IRS, hounding and targeting Tonya TKO, as the IRS has, done to many black people under President Obama's administration, she had to shut down her skincare business. She was paying taxes. She had to shut it down due to IRS basically targeting her and lying. And, many black people who had small businesses lost their businesses, lost their livelihood due to President Obama aggressively targeting black small business owners under his administration. Now, these are black people who had these businesses for decades under white presidents. These are black business owners who owned small businesses and ran these businesses successfully for decades under white presidents. Suddenly, we get a black president, Barack Obama Jr., and suddenly the IRS is targeting black business owners, saying they haven't paid taxes, their taxes in decades, which is a lie. Because how in the world do you think that a white president, and I'm not preaching racism here, but do you think a white president is going to let a black business owner or a black citizen in general go for years and years and years and years and not pay their income taxes or pay their taxes? Get out of here. No. President Obama sent the IRS out there to target and harass black people who had businesses and also black celebrities, to take money out of the black American community. We were unfairly targeted by a black president. I don't know why he did this to us. Which caused many black business owners to spiral into poverty. Black people who were previously self-sufficient because they were business owners and were doing well, when President Obama targeted or sent the IRS after us, they took money out the black community, which caused many black people to spiral into poverty. And I think he did that intentionally for politics. I think he did it, on purpose for politics, so that black people would have to rely upon the Democrat Party for food stamps and welfare checks, and thus give them our vote. Well, Tonya TKO suffered, because of his policies, Obama's policies. She was targeted by the IRS unfairly. She had to shut down her skincare business, and now she's living out of her car in California. Yes, she is. She left New York City, left her home in New York City, and she's moved to California, living out of her car. Now, granted, I know that she was striving and planning to start her own talk show. while at the same time she was running her skincare business, she was saving money. At the same time, Tonya TKO was, running her skincare business, she was saving money to shop her online TV show to a major network, because her YouTube channel, she turned it into a online talk show, and it too has been very successful. I love her YouTube channel. Check it out. It's called Tonya TKO Show. Tonya Tonya TKO Show on YouTube. It's a very successful YouTube channel, and she's a very intelligent black woman, very delightful to watch, very creative. She's very creative, a very articulate speaker. I really like her show. Well, when she had to shut down her skincare business and leave New York City and go to California, move to California, living out of her car now, she asked for help, and help came to her door. She could have been ashamed. She could have, shamefully, ran away and disappeared, which is what Obama wants many black people to do. He wants us to either get on welfare and food stamps and depend upon the Democrats to take care of us like we're slaves, or he wants us to go somewhere and disappear. He doesn't want to hear our input. The Democrats under Obama's administration, they don't want to hear our input. They want us to either, get on food stamps and welfare and depend upon the Democrats like we're slaves, like we're helpless slaves, or he wants us to go somewhere and disappear. But as far as our input, no. They just want our vote. That's it. Not our input, just our vote. They don't want us to be a success. Just give me your vote, black people. Democrats just saying to us, give us your vote, black people, and keep your mouth shut. And that's why I am voting and supporting the GOP in the 2016 election. That's why I, Laurel, at Black Political Buzz Network, that's why I am giving my vote during this 2016 election, during this general election in 2016. That's why I'm giving my vote to the GOP, the Republican Party, because they don't mind hearing my voice. They don't mind my input, and they don't want me on welfare and food stamps. So that's why, if you're concerned and curious as to why I'm out here supporting the GOP, the Republican Party, because the Republican Party does not want black people on welfare and food stamps. They don't want us poor and broke in poverty, and they do want to hear our input. Well, Tonya TKO, she's very articulate, very intelligent. She is well educated. She is very creative, and I love her YouTube talk show, which she's shopping, still shopping, even though she has experienced some setbacks. Even though Tonya TKO has experienced some hardships and setbacks, she's still shopping her online YouTube channel, and she has she has received a lot of help financially online. She's been offered some speaking, engagements, even the Huffington Post, including the Huffington Post, which heard about her plight, and they interviewed her. And I really applaud her courage and her confidence. She could have gone somewhere and hid, or gone back to the West Indies, where her family is from, the Caribbean, West Indies, and Nevis, and hid over there. But she decided to stay here in America and fight. She decided to stay here in the United States and fight. And thus far, she's winning by popular demand. By popular demand, Tonya TKO is winning. And I'm very proud of her. And she's not a fraud. She's not a fraud. Many people who are jealous of her success and jealous of her confidence and her courage have labeled her as a fraud. Many people have labeled me as a fraud. There are people who saying that I'm out here touting the Republican Party and the GOP and Donald Trump because I'm being paid. Nobody in the GOP has paid me one penny. In case you're wondering and you're curious, nobody in the GOP, not Donald Trump, not anyone, has paid me one penny to publicly support the Republican Party during 2016 election, or to publicly support Donald Trump's campaign. I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm doing it from my heart because I do believe in the GOP platform. for 2016. And I do believe the GOP platform, which is pro-Christian, pro-business, pro-small business, pro-education, pro-military, pro-entrepreneurial spirit, you know, pro self-sufficiency, a lot of pro things that are, you know, positive. I believe that that platform is the best platform for black people in America and black voters. And that's why I'm supporting the Republican Party's platform in 2016. And Tonya TKO is not a fraud. I am not a fraud, and Tonya TKO is not a fraud either. When she asked people to support her financially, because she needed it. Not because she was out here sleeping in her car, putting on, you know, dramatics and pretending to be broke. Why would someone sleep and live in their car? Intentionally. Now, I know there are people out here who, you know, play those kind of games and put on those kind of gimmicks. I'm aware of that. I'm aware that we do have people in America who will sleep in a car to raise the money as a gimmick. But she's not doing that for that purpose. She really is on hard times. And I'm encouraging you, if you have not supported Tonya TKO, you know, financially, and helping her to get out of her plight, and helping her to shop her YouTube channel and just be a success, then please do so. If you can't give money, give an encouraging word. Go on her YouTube channel and leave some encouraging comments. Don't call her a fraud and bash her and curse her out. You know, that's not right. We all, you know, at some point in time in our life may experience some hardships. And if you're black and under the Obama administration, I know you've experienced some hardships at some point in time or another. And I'm asking you also to support my channel. Many of you like, well, she's filming from her cell phone, or, you know, and her content is not that great. Well, if you want better content, push that support button on my channel and put some money in the account. If you want me to have much more creative, professional looking content, if you like what I'm saying on my YouTube channel about politics, and you admire what I'm doing as I travel and support the Republican Party and just encourage black voters to use their brain and vote intelligently and not just go out there and vote for Democrats because, you know, they're black, then press that support button on my YouTube channel and put some money in the bank. I don't care if it's $1, $5, $2. I'm not going to be ashamed. If Tonya TKO is not ashamed to let the world know she needed help and she was sincere about it and she's not lying, she's not a fraud, then I'm not out here being a fraud either. No one's paying me to do what I'm doing. But I care about this country. I care about this country's future. I care about our military. I care about our national security. I care about America's national security. And I care about this election with all my heart. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if you support what I'm doing, press that support button and put some money in the account to help me to have a more professional YouTube channel so that I can do more things with politics. I can do more things politically to encourage black voters to be free thinkers politically. Don't be afraid to cast your support or cast your ballot for a GOP candidate. Thank you for tuning in to Laurel at the Black Political Buzz Network. Tonya TKO is not a fraud, and neither am I. Goodbye.